Severe storms rolling through parts of the plains in the south again last night and today. High winds, tornadoes, flooding, ravaging communities in Texas and Oklahoma. More than 7 inches of rain overnight inundated the East Texas town of Palestine, and that created a terrible tragedy, sweeping a 64-year-old woman and 4 of her great-grandchildren to their deaths.
What happened last night? A tragedy.
Neighbors say she was trying to get the children out of the house in the middle of the night away from floodwaters. One neighbor saw her with a child on her shoulders. Their bodies were discovered in nearby yards once the floodwater had subsided. The children were just 6, 7, 8, and 9 years old.
She had all 4 kids trying to lift them up out the water. I don't know how she was doing it, but 4 kids and trying to lift them out the water. But hey, they say she was trying, and the water got too strong for her.
Cleanup is underway today in other parts of the Lone Star State and southwest Oklahoma after tornadoes blew through. A sporting goods store in Lindale took a direct hit. Employees and customers were forced to take shelter in a fitting room.
So they all got in there, and moments later, the wall and the roof collapsed on the building. But everybody's got out alive, and everybody's okay.
Severe weather stretches from Kansas to Texas and is now moving east across Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, knocking out power with large hail and also hail damage to cars. Another round of wild spring weather is expected tonight and tomorrow. And with recent floods, swollen rivers, and saturated ground, more trouble is expected overnight. And that storm system is very evident on live Viper radar. Now, this is a warm front. This is the leading edge of the more humid air, but on the north side, we're on the cool side, so we're in the 50s. That's not where you deal with severe weather. It's down here. Let's take a closer look on live Viper radar. What I'm tracking, low pressure now east of Kansas City, but what an extensive storm. But for us, we're just dealing with some pockets of moderate rain, not seeing anything on the lightning tracker at all, but that heavy rain now could impede travel, at least make it a little more difficult. Lower visibility coming in the west side of Columbus, runs up 23 to Delaware, and all the way up to Mount Gilead. There's the heavier rain. It looks like also coming in out of West Jeff, and that's heading into the west side of Columbus. There's West Jeff under the downpour. Powell also getting a downpour. Moderate rain around Hilliard. It's dry at the moment on the southeast side of Columbus. That rain extends all the way back to Mechanicsburg, and you can see that's the warm front blowing up there over Logan. But look at the rain that's going to be falling over the next hour or so. It's going to come down heavily at times, so not only the umbrella, but keep plenty of distance between you and the car in front of you. You don't want to hydroplane, and that can happen when it rains at about 1/4 of an inch in about 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more than that. The flood watch for the southeastern counties, that has something to do with the terrain as well, and recent storms, McConnellsville and Athens, Somerset, New Lexington, you guys under a flood watch overnight. 55 degrees. The rain continues to fall. It will come down hard here in the metro area over the next hour. And this is as warm as we've been all day. We started at 42, kind of working our way up as the warm front slowly lifts. So we may not drop at all tonight. 58 at Newark, 58 at Athens. In fact, it will actually rise into the 60s across the southern part of the state overnight. So look for steady temperatures. I mentioned that heavier rain getting ready to come in now on the west side of town. Will move right across the city. Lingering showers at 9. Again, temperatures going nowhere. And then kind of damp and foggy with the showers tapering off around 10 o'clock tonight. Is this a front or what? 44 at Madison, 67 at Louisville, 75 at St. Louis, 48 Detroit. So this boundary, that's why you get severe weather. But again, the boundary is to our south now where the strongest storms are. You always watch the spin of low pressure. The greatest threat of severe weather this evening is where low pressure trails from Illinois, Missouri down to Little Rock, Arkansas. And that low is going to ripple past us overnight during the cooler part of the night, but that will keep the rain and perhaps some rumbles of thunder going until late tonight. And then tomorrow, a second wave comes through. We are in the marginal risk for severe weather. Slight risk of a damaging wind or hail event, mainly for the southern counties. I know the risk is extended farther north here. A lot tomorrow will depend upon whether we get sunshine during the day. So that's something we're going to have to keep a close eye on tomorrow afternoon and evening. Again, that will be sunshine dependent. And now as we move forward into the day tomorrow, here is the pinpoint forecast, and you can see showers and storms. Some of the rain heavy on the northwest side of Columbus for the next couple of hours as that moves through. That heavy rain at 11 o'clock tonight from Circleville over to Newark. Then a bit of a break tomorrow morning. We'll see, yes, some light showers, but nothing particularly heavy. And then here comes the second wave of showers Sunday afternoon as that second wave rolls through. And then we get some clearing in the afternoon, but you got to watch. We could still pop a strong storm at the end of the day Sunday. We saw that Tuesday and Thursday, same pattern. And there are the ½ inch to 1 inch rains, and that should help wash some of the pollen out. Of course, your forecast for the overnight hours, expecting temperatures to drop down only to about 55 degrees overnight for your overnight low. And then heading into the day on Sunday, and our graphic is moving pretty slowly, but we'll continue to try to move it forward. Temperatures tomorrow will range into the low 70s during the day with scattered storms late in the day. Extended forecast, we cool down to 62 Monday, sunny and mild Tuesday, a couple of showers Wednesday. But Dwayne and Audrey, much cooler later next week. Highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s.
All right, Ben, thank you.